morning, geeks and gamers. Welcome into the single most important show in the history of the internet at this day, at this time, with these hosts on these topics, Geeks and Gamers Daily. And we have Fear the Beardo in the house. What's up, Beardo?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Nothing too crazy or exciting happened this morning. So I'm just, I don't know. We're just scraping the bottom of the barrel for topics this morning. But, you know, 5 days in a row of being on Geeks and Gamers Daily. So that's a new record, I think, probably for everybody. So, what can I say?
They're tired of you. They're tired of you. There's some background noise. I don't know if that might be from Johnny. Mute for a minute, Johnny. Yeah, that would be you. But it's okay. So when you're not talking, just mute. But what's up, Johnny Zeltroid in the house?
What up, dude? It's nice to be a part of a stream again.
I know. It's good to have you, brother.
Your old daughter forever and talk about basketball. I want to talk about nerdy crap.
Yeah.
Switch to. And so I was just loving how the chat, like, leading up to us going live was just like, Jeremy's going to be so insufferable today. Like, that was the talking point from everybody. He was right. He's going to be so annoying.
I personally, like, I can't. What's up, Veradark? I can't gloat too much. I can't. Because on one hand, yes, I was right about the Nintendo Switch 2 name. On the other hand, I was not right about it not being announced this Thursday. Like, because I was like, I don't think it's happening, blah, 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 blah. It happened. All the leakers.
Can I defend you a little bit? I want to defend you a little bit. I don't think that was Nintendo's original plan. I don't think
they were forced into it.
Yeah, I think they got their graphics designer to come together and, you know, make that cool little montage that they made. This was so, which isn't something that Nintendo doesn't ever do, but it was so anticlimactic the way they just like, here it is in mid-January, and they're not showing the direct for like the presentation itself for 2.5 months. I think they just put this out there because too many leakers were getting too much information. So this was them taking back control because Nintendo hates not being in control.
I absolutely agree with you.
100%.
Like they put together that little, you know, video, but they said more to come on the Nintendo Direct April 2nd. Mm-hmm. Which tells me April 2nd was the date that they were going to announce the Switch 2.
Yeah.
Right.
But with all of the leaks and some of the leaks that we've seen in the past 2 weeks, there was one in particular that was really good and almost spot on with the all black Nintendo Switch 2 with just the red and the blue underneath the joysticks with that full like U kickstand in the back that pops out. Mm-hmm. Like that one was almost damn near 100% spot on.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, I mean, we might as well just jump right into it. This morning, a shadow drop for the Nintendo Switch 2 out of nowhere, the most Nintendo shit ever. No build-up, no anticipation, just like, hey, guys, here's the Nintendo Switch 2.
And it was a tweet that just said, here's an update from Nintendo.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Introducing Nintendo Switch 2.
No, there was one before that.
I know. Yeah, there was. Yeah, because this is the one that's actually got the trailer on it. So, and right now has 164,000 likes, 6.4 million views just on this one right here. The YouTube one probably has millions of views already. So, let's just go ahead and go through it. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. So, Nintendo,
it was a great video. The sounds and the noises were very satisfying with all the clicking and stuff.
It's very good. It's very well done.
It is good.
So here's your Nintendo Switch. Kind of puts it in perspective. And then you have a bigger Switch. So I guess it's the Switch OLED, right?
Yeah, right now we got a Switch OLED.
We got a Switch OLED.
Wants to be white. And that's what
I think it's going to be the same size as the OLED or a little bit bigger than the OLED.
I think it'll be a little bit bigger than the OLED.
Based on, if this is to scale, I think it's going to be bigger. They bumped it up quite a bit.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. This is really well done, though.
It is very well done.
So all the new accessories, all the new buttons.
Yeah, so they have 2 USB-C ports, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm. There's the kickstand, the much leaked kickstand, which is much better than the previous shitty kickstand that the Switch had. The leaks were so accurate, dude. It's insane how accurate these leaks were.
Mm-hmm.
The leaks were 100% spot on.
Well,
and
the one,
I agree.
the one in particular,
And the renders and all of that. The
Yeah.
render you're talking about. But Johnny's right. I think that they were forced into this. Their hand was forced. They had to do this to control the narrative. They were losing the narrative. And if anything, Nintendo can't stand not controlling the narrative. Just like any successful company or individual, they want to control the narrative. And
I didn't believe a lot of the leaks when they first came out, just because the leaks for the Nintendo Switch 2 have been happening for like literally 2 or 3 years at this point. Like leaks, and a lot of those were BS.
Yes.
But it was like yesterday or the day before yesterday, there was like Nintendo's looking into legal, and I'm like, oh, they got it right. They were totally right, because Nintendo's mad. If they weren't right, they wouldn't have cared.
Right here we have confirmation. Super Vask 3D Dan Vask says, I called Miyamoto and told him just do it already. That's how it happened right there. So thank you, Dan, for letting us know. Let's continue. Now right here, this is basically them showing that the Joy-Cons are going to be like used as like a mouse. You can use them as a mouse. That's what I'm thinking this is for. So they're being basically, because they had the cursor in there a lot of through the leaks. So the Joy-Cons you can utilize them as a mouse is what I'm thinking. Yeah.
And that makes sense. Yeah, because if you have that kickstand and you put it there, like this is for like your mobile online, just surfing the web.
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's what I was going to ask. Is this going to be like Nintendo first-party game features, or is this the first time where Nintendo's like, now we have our own supercomputer Nintendo console, you know?
Yeah, I think it's going to be both. There will be a gimmicky game that they make, they put out just with this mechanic.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
There you go.
That right there, pause it. I think that also confirms the leak of the magnetic connection for the Joy-Con.
Yes. So, I mean, this is the jokes about this being the most leaked console of all time. It got confirmed this morning. This is the most leaked video game system of all time. Nintendo's got some major cleaning up to do because this has never happened to them.
It is so sleek, though. Like, it looks so good.
It looks good. It looks,
you know
really
what it gives me vibes of? And I don't know if anybody else was. It gives me like PS1 to PS2 vibes, you know, when it went from the gray console to the black console. It was sleeker and everything. I'm sure they'd love to see that bump in sales, too. But,
I heard that.
Yeah, dude, it looks good.
I don't think they're going to see that type of bump in sales, but if they can, because the Switch sold so many copies. And there it is, officially the Nintendo Switch 2, the name that many had speculated on, and I felt like that was the best name for it moving forward. And even the leaked logo, everything. Holy crap. I cannot believe everything was leaked. Now, the best part of the trailer is what we're about to see right now.
Yes.
And that would be the game.
Background colors.
There it is. All right, so we have Mario Kart, what we're assuming is going to be Mario Kart 9 or 10 or whatever. And that's the only game that they're showing. And this little bit has been analyzed to hell already all over the internet. And people are speculating that it could be up to 24 players for Mario Kart 10, 9, whatever it's going to be called. I think it's been called Mario Kart 10. I think that's the better name for it. You obviously have Mario Kart.
Mario Kart X, I think, is what they'll go with.
I think so, because you had what the hell is it? Well, the handheld or the phone. Is it Tour? Is that what it is? Yeah. I hate that game. You guys know that. I hate that game. Yes, new Mario Kart streams, Dan. Yes. Johnny will be there. Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So
more fresh losing for Jeremy. I'm so excited.
No, fuck that. I'm actually gonna be training on this one. So I'm gonna be training on this.
Get out of here. Well, what I'm gonna say is we need to contact StreamYards, because if we can have 24 people playing, you know what's better than 10 people screaming at each other?
24
people screaming at each other.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be busy for those streams.
can you imagine how obnoxious Mike will be in a 24-person stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
We may
I'm
just have to
good.
do it in Discord. Maybe just have to do it in Discord. Just get 24.
Oh yes. Or you could just even have 10 people on StreamYard and then have the other 14 on Discord. There you go.
Dude, seriously. I don't think you've properly thought that one through, Johnny. Because like one of the reasons we stopped doing Mario Kart weekly is because I was getting a headache every week after Mario Kart because of all the yelling and cussing and screaming. 24 people.
Dude, Mario Kart, the shit talking in Mario Kart seems like nothing compared to Party Animals, though. Like, after playing Party Animals for so long, I'm like itching to play Mario Kart.
I don't know, man. I think a 24-person, anything over 12, I think will be just absolutely unbearable. But the audience will love it because it'll be pure chaos.
It'll change the dynamic completely. You'll have 6th place to 8th place talking mad crap to each other because now they're proud of their rankings. So like,
wait, so is there any truth to that? Like a 24-person Mario online?
Well, based on the track, there's starting points clearly notches.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
And so hopefully those are 24 actual players. They could be disappointing where it's like you could play up to 12 online and with 12 bots or something like that.
I see what you're saying.
But
yeah.
I think it's fair to assume you can play probably 24 players online.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that will be absolutely insane. So. And there it is. So it's
There's
official.
some interesting text at the end of this.
I know what you're going to say, too. So 2025 release right here.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Play
Zero.
Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games as well as Nintendo Switch games. But that little asterisk, Nintendo Switch 2 plays both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games, but certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported or fully compatible with the Switch 2. Details will be shared on the Nintendo website at a later date. So if you want to play, like it says, Super Mario Wonder.
I think that's to cover their ass for not having literally every obscure title is possible. I think that
it's going to be very minimal.
I think the heavy majority of Nintendo Switch games are going to be playable. All the well-known games and all.
Let me give you some examples. The Joy-Cons are fundamentally different. The way they attach and the way they connect. So anything Joy-Con related will automatically not work on this. So 1-2 switch won't work. Ring Fit won't work. There are certain games that we know for a fact just would not work, but unless they made some sort of like adapter kit or something like that. So it could be awful, like Beardo's theorizing, where it's like, because I remember the Xbox to the Xbox 360 and certain games not being backwards compatible and how disappointed I was when certain games I can't play this. Or it could just be those very niche, specific.
The 1% of games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I think that's probably more the case.
Yeah, I don't think that's a big deal. A lot of people have obviously pointed to this, but yeah, I don't think that's a big deal. But something to be worried about. But I think that's more of like a catch-all thing where it's like, hey, let's just make sure we're covering our bases so that we put that out there so that when something isn't compatible, some random ass game or whatever,
we covered our ass on that.
Yes, that's it. To me, that's what that is. So, and then you can see the size difference right there. And if that's the size difference, I mean, I don't have my OLED in here, but like, yeah, I mean, that's the bigger
Nintendo Switch Duke. That's what they should have called it.
But yeah, so there you have it right there. So Johnny, what did you think of the presentation overall?
I liked it. Obviously, we kind of had an idea of what was coming just because of the leaks and stuff, but also at Mario Kart 9, you're right, was the most exciting reveal because it was just, we weren't expecting that. But I don't know. It's definitely safe. Let me put it that way. And so I hope that Nintendo isn't just safe forever moving forward, that everything is just some reiteration of the Switch. But we could have one upgraded Switch because that's really what we want, right? We want a Switch that could be, more frames per second, potentially even 4K, and, be competitive and have more third-party games run on it along with the first-party games. And so that part's exciting. but nothing mind-blowing necessarily. It's exciting, but nothing crazy. Because again, I think they wanted to make the presentation more grand. If this had Mario Galaxy 3 or Super Mario Odyssey 2, to go along with it and a big Nintendo Direct, then that would have really blown my mind. But again, I don't think this was the plan.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I mean, like, I think the worst thing about this trailer is that we already knew pretty much everything we were getting outside of Mario Kart. Like, we've seen it. Like, the leaks basically ruined this presentation for people because there was no surprise there at all. But one thing I forgot to show you guys too is so Donkey Kong has been redesigned for the new Mario Kart game. So it looks like
I don't buy that.
You don't think so?
I don't necessarily know that this is a redesign as much as another version of Donkey Kong, because this could very well be Donkey Kong from the original Mario game,
a different skin.
Pauline, it could be a different skin because they have that stuff all the time. I mean, just look at Link. How many versions of Link are there in Super Smash Brothers? Toon Link and Adult Link.
And then even in Mario Kart 8, you have the Metal Mario, the silver one, and then the gold Metal Mario.
Yeah. So I think this is just a different version of Donkey Kong. I don't think it's a completely redesign.
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair.
It also could be a way too early, not polished version of the next Mario Kart. Like they haven't fully polished off the characters.
Yeah. And so, Beardo, what did you think overall?
I thought it was great. I thought, I agree with you guys. I think that the leaks got out of hand. Because they announced that we're going to get more information on the games and stuff and the specs on the April 2nd showcase or the Nintendo Direct. I think that was their true date that they were aiming for, to just announce everything. But their hand was forced, like we all kind of agree on. And they had to put something out. They were forced to. And I think that they were pissed off. That's why we didn't get an announcement last night. We speculated, okay, they'll probably announce something the night before, that they're going to tweet something, put out a video on YouTube. I think they were just fucking pissed off. And they're like, here you fucking go, you fucking selfish, greedy bastards. Here you go. The Switch 2.
Which, I mean, they don't need to be pissed off. It's not going to hurt anything. People were talking about it and were looking at the leaks because they're excited.
And that's
something,
right?
Yeah, and that's something the Wii U didn't have. So I don't think they have to be worried about that. It's like people are this is going to sell like crazy.
Yes.
But yeah, I do think they're mad about it.
Yeah, 100% they're mad.
For the next Mario Kart name, whether it's next Mario Kart game, whether it's 9 or 10 or X, whatever, we've all been wanting a Double Dash sequel.
Ain't gonna happen.
I know it's not gonna happen, but hear me out. Hear me out. This is my wish for the next Mario Kart. Just put in a Double Dash mode. So you have 50cc, 100cc, 150, 200, mirror, and then Double Dash mode.
That's badass. I love that. No,
they won't do it. They won't do it. And it won't be the same. See, I'm just telling you, here's my problem with Double Dash.
Jeremy's such a boomer with this kind of stuff.
I'm not.
It
No,
won't
I'm not.
be the same. It'd be awesome.
No, it won't.
It'd be
because,
fucking awesome.
No, it won't, motherfuckers. Listen, okay? Double Dash is everything that Mario Kart has moved away from. It is normified. Double Dash is not normie friendly at all. So
sure,
even if they implement Double Dash mechanics and features, it's still going to be normified. Where some retard like Beardo can pick up a controller and
shut
beat
the
me.
fuck up.
Are
Shut
you
the fuck
talking
up.
about like the
could be
Tommy
with Double
aspect
Dash.
of the game, like the
Yes,
parody with the items and stuff?
200cc isn't made for normies.
Which destroy? Yes, it is.
Oh, stop it.
You could do the Smash Brothers thing and just turn off items, and then
Dude,
it's
Mario
true competitors
Kart.
bracket.
Mario Kart is designed in current day to be normie friendly for anybody to pick up the game and be able to win because of the rubber banding, the overpowered weapons, and all of that. And Double Dash is not like that. Double Dash, Beardo could never beat me at Double Dash.
I think that
never
is an absolute fucking joke.
Ever touch me in Double Dash, but he can
That's
pick
a
up
joke.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and he can win because he can get a fucking bullet bill and lightning and all this other bullshit.
Dude, I'm
happens.
always constantly in first or second.
The only
Yes.
reason I disagree with you on that, Jeremy, is like I think you're right about Double Dash being different, but Double Dash was like one offshoot. I don't think it was ever meant to be that way because from the very beginning, You
Mario
know,
Kart's always been like that.
Mario Kart's always been, if you're in last place, you'll get a lightning bolt. People don't pull lightning bolts in first place. You know, it's always been that way, where if you're towards the back, they try to balance it out because it's meant to be a party game. Honestly, I'm kind of sad that Smash Brothers just got away from that, because I still like to play with items. I just want the chaos sometimes, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. But no,
I'm just saying a double dash mode would be cool.
It would be cool. It would be cool. It's just not going to happen, unfortunately. Mario Kart, I mean, and to be fair, I believe, and I have to look up the numbers, Double Dash is definitely one of the least successful Mario Kart games per system sales that it was part of.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have to
It's
do
one
it
of the
per
lowest.
system sales, because, you know, GameCube, that's not fair, because it was like way behind the Switch on sales. But if you're looking at like, but then you also have to consider a lot of times the Mario Kart games were a package deal with the console. I don't think Double Dash really was as much, you know?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was a different time for Nintendo. Again, I wish we could get a Double Dash. I just don't think it's ever going to happen again. And but to this presentation, yeah, I'm very happy with it. Obviously, the leaks pretty much kind of destroyed any real excitement you would get out of it if you've been following this news. But yeah, I'm really excited for this, and I want to clarify something right now. This is not the announced date. This is the announced date for the Nintendo Direct. So that doesn't mean the Switch 2 is releasing April 2nd. That's not. That just means that that's the Nintendo Direct. I would anticipate that the Switch 2 after this Direct, I anticipate about a month after this Direct that they will release it.
And this is even, I know I'm beating a dead horse here, but this is even more evidence that, you know, this was not the plan. There did a trailer for the trailer Direct. Like, this is a trailer for a trailer, is what they just showed here. Because originally when I saw this, I saw 4/2/25. That's the date. And my wife was like, I think that's the Direct. And I was like, they wouldn't do that. Well, I don't think they wanted to.
Yeah. So so how long do you think after this Direct is going to be the official release, Johnny?
I think summertime, June. I think June is a safe month for them.
Yeah, summer. Because if not, then you're looking at a whole like year, potentially more, of them not selling as many Switches because everybody's waiting for the Switch 2. I think they're going to feel like they want to get this out pretty quickly after this.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the latest right there. It happened, and it was a shadow drop, and people like Nate the Hate. I want to get, so here's the people. Nate the Hate deserves apologies from a lot of people that were coming at him yesterday. Nintendo Prime was 100% spot on. RGT85 made a video last night, and he's like, I trust Nate the Hate. We're going to get this thing today. Those guys and many others deserve a lot of, apologies from people that were coming for their throats last night, man. I mean, Nate the Hate was public enemy #1 last night, and he never backed down. And he basically said, like, it's going to be fine. We're going to get it. It's going to happen. I never said that it would make a pre-announcement. He was right. He got it 100% spot on. So respect to all of those guys.
One of the reasons I thought it was BS is because whenever Nintendo does a Nintendo Direct, they always make a live event that's live, and you can click on the link 24 hours in advance. And then they always air them, you know, my time, it's like 9 a.m. So when people were talking about it happening, you know, yesterday, I was like, okay, we're at like 6 p.m. now, and, you know, there's no live event. But it was an underwhelming tweet. So now it does make sense. It was just a tweet. That's it.
Yep, absolutely. So again, there's a lot. I watch a lot of these Nintendo channels, and I'm fairly certain. I said this about RGT85. It turned out he doesn't hate me, but I felt like he hated me. And I felt like a lot of these other Nintendo channels probably like Geeks and Gamers is too toxic and he's a horrible person and all this shit. So a lot of these guys probably hate me. That's fine. I still watch their channels. They make good content, but a lot of them, they were ahead of the curve, and they deserve, respect for calling this and putting it all on the line, because they were going to get roasted if this didn't turn out to be. And they were getting roasted last night. They were getting roasted. But anyway, all right, good stuff. So Nintendo Switch 2 officially in the books, and there's going to be a lot of speculation. Good to have Zeltroid here to have that discussion. We're doing Mario Kart next Wednesday. You going to be back from Mario Kart?
Oh yeah, I forgot you're on Wednesdays now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we moved
yeah.
it to Wednesdays.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, I'll be there for that.
Mario Kart Wednesday, let's go. All right, let's read some super chats, Beardo.
Let's do it. Let's see. To start off the show, Andre CR with a 5,000 check. Why does Jeremy has a dog pee next to his face?
What?
Saying that your microphone
your
looks like
mic
a red
looks
rocket.
like a your mic
This is
looks like
called
a
red rocket.
Listen, if you guys
That's
see dicks
gross,
everywhere
dude.
you look, that is a problem you need to deal with. This is a MAGA mic. All right, we are getting the inauguration in a few days. This is the MAGA mic. All right, if you guys see dicks everywhere you look, that's something you need to deal with. Call Tyrone and see if he can help you take care of that problem. Okay.
I worked at
So-
a dog kennel for 7 years, so I feel like I get a pass on that one. But yeah, now I can't look at that mic anymore. Can you find like a black cover for that? Like that'd be
Black.
nah. Then they'll be like, why is Jeremy got a
He
big
had
black
he
dick
had
in his
he had a
face?
blue one on last night. I like the blue
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
And then I was
Blue's
watching.
safe. Blue's safe.
Blue was safe, and then I was watching Cobra Cast, and he switched it to red, and I'm like,
yeah.
the blue one was better.
MAGA, that's Democratic colors. Fuck that.
And why'd you put it on in the first place?
Because fuck you.
Okay.
Good question.
Okay. Thank you for the $5,000, Andre. Top dog with a 5. What's up, guys? Johnny, can we get a Lob City Clippers video one day?
Yes. Since you asked for that on this Nerd Sphere, I will absolutely make you a Lob City Clippers video on my basketball channel one day. So yes.
There you go. Thank you, Top Dog, for the $5. Your Barmy with a 2. I can't wait to never hear about the Switch again.
Well, wrong
It's going
channel
to be a
for
long
that.
2 months. Stephen DeLeon with a $5. Y'all trash at Mario Kart, especially Zeltroid. Notre Dame rules all. Hashtag Bills Mafia. Hashtag shout out West Texas.
Stephen
Damn.
DeLeon's always mad if there's not a chick on here.
Dude, he's, yeah, I don't
Johnny
know what it is,
sucks
man.
because he doesn't have boobs.
I
Damn.
respect it. I respect it.
Charizard with a 2. That was still Mario Kart 8. Just turned the 8 sideways. Very good observation.
Mario Kart Infinite. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Mario Kart Infinite. Thank you, Charizard, with the $2. Land Schnicket Zackass with a $5. Jeremy, how does it feel to be more close to Satan than an atheist will ever be? Laugh my ass off.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Is it the red mic again? Like, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Jesus. I don't get that one.
Thank you for the $5. Jeremy the Cyborg with a 5 gifted Geeks and Gamers memberships.
Oh.
Thank you, Jeremy the
And
Cyborg.
So next stream, Jeremy the Cyborg, he sent me something in the care package for the PO box. It's pretty freaking cool too. It's pretty freaking cool. So I'll
Hell yeah.
show that off on the next stream.
Cool. Thank you, Jeremy the Cyborg, for the 5 gifted. Wildman with a 5. Beardo, my grandmother says hi. What the fuck? Hey. How you doing? Your grandma. Shout out to grandma. Thank you for the $5, Wildman. Husker with a month says hail the 199. Thank you, Husker. Golden Nuggets with the $2. Roses are red, violets are blue. Beardo's gay. Thank you, Golden Nuggets.
Has a nice ring to it.
Tobias Nexus with a $10. I streamed last night, completely forgot that I was up against Geeks and Gamers playing Party Animals, but I got 5 views, so I'm happy. Completely forgot as well to remove my not safe for work mod, so we'll see if anyone notices. Oh, hopefully it wasn't on YouTube. Thank you, Tobias Nexus, for the $10. Let's see. Triforce Guru with a $5 says nothing. Thank you. Mo Zamboni with a 2. It'll be Mario Kart 10 X equals marketing poison in Japan. Really? Okay.
Interesting.
That's
Why is that?
interesting. Yeah, why is that? Thank you, Mo Zamboni, for the $2.
No
Sweet
wonder why the
Potato
Xbox
Night.
never sold over there.
Sweet Potato Night with a 199. You mean ScreamYard, not StreamYard. Yeah,
When
pretty
Mike's
much.
here.
Yeah.
When Mike's
well,
here.
Yeah.
Thank you for the 199. Jer Rare Bear with a $5. I'm just annoyed the Switch 2 got announced the same day that Donkey Kong Country Returns HD is released. That's on brand for Nintendo to completely step over Donkey Kong, though.
To be fair, it's like the 3rd time the game was released. You know,
Yeah.
like it's not even that big of a deal at this point in time.
That's like re-uploading a video like 3 or 4 times, and people are like, you know, I've seen this video from me already. Like, and not only that, but they did more like posting about it and hyping about Donkey Kong on their social media pages than they even did for the Switch.
yeah.
They're like, it's Donkey Kong Day. It's the like, we're excited for Donkey Kong. It's coming
That is
out days
true.
from now. And then for the Switch 2, they're just like, an update from Nintendo.
That is true. That is true.
Thank you, Jer Rare Bear. Corey Wilson with the $2. You're bald. Didn't see analog triggers, and that annoys me. There's analog triggers.
Why
Triggers
are
on
you
there.
attacking Corey? What did he do?
Right? Hey, you gave me money. You're bald.
I was just shocked a little bit. Just I wasn't
What
expecting
did
that.
Corey do?
I like Corey. Corey's a great dude. That was just the first thing I
That
noticed.
was,
Sorry,
that's out
Corey.
of pocket. That was out of pocket.
Sorry, Corey. I'm sure you used to have hair. Thank you, Corey, for the $2. I don't know. It's early. B Chain with the $5. Nintendo, give me a sequel to MLB Power Pros 2008, the best baseball game ever made, and I'll give you all of my money.
Let's go.
If
Let's
you're working
go.
on that, might as well make a new Mario Sluggers game as well, because that was amazing.
Dude, Mario Super Sluggers, bro.
So good.
Oh my
So good.
gosh.
Why
So
did they
good.
abandon it? I just like, and baseball has a lot of different countries that it's big in, including Japan.
Yeah.
Like, and Japan's like super excited about baseball right now because you got Shohei and everything. Come on, give us a new Mario Sluggers.
Mario
Yeah,
Sluggers
dude.
for the Switch 2 would be amazing. Holy crap, dude. We played the shit out of that. I mean, even the Mario Golf Super Rush isn't that great, but we'll play it because it's a Mario.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All
it's
Mario
not as
sports
good as,
games
like,
are awesome. The
They-
Super Strikers on GameCube was great.
those were
It
the
was fun. It died off fast. It was weird.
it did. It died off fast. But like, yeah, like Mario Golf for the Switch, it doesn't have the personality of like Toadstool Tour and all that. Like, it doesn't have the whimsical
There's
gimmicky
certain
stuff.
features
but, like,
they
so-
just like unexplainably got rid of too.
Mhm.
Like you
Yeah.
can't play doubles anymore. Like you can't
Yeah.
play on a team. There's not one putt, like one on, one putt. You know, like there's all kinds of features like the coin mini game. Like they got rid of so much stuff, and it's like, why are we getting downgraded? In this
I
era?
know.
Even like the difference between like a top spin and a super top spin you had on the GameCube, and now
Yeah.
it's just top spin or back spin on the
Yep.
Switch. It felt rushed.
Yep.
Which is on brand because it's called Super Rush. So I guess yeah.
Thank you, B-Chain, for the $5. Jet Spitzer within 18 months. Remember, the Switch was revealed through a trailer first and then the big presentation. Okay. Thank you for the 18 months.
This is a great one. Fear the tech support. Says Jeremy, as a tech expert, I have an H1B to prove it. I can confirm that the red mic cover is not just distracting, but also makes all audio 30% more gay. I like how he says he has an H1B to prove it. That was a great super chat. Oh, that was great.
See, this is a lose-lose situation, Jeremy. Do you change it and just cave and show your
Fuck
insecurity?
no, we're not changing
Or you
this
just
until
keep
the
it and just
inauguration.
look gay, you know, and look like you're in a
Hey,
bestiality.
when they call you gay the whole damn time anyway, what's the point? You know?
Well, you're not just gay. Now you're into dogs.
Yeah,
so.
I guess so. So that's Mike though. Mike's the one that's into that. So
That's true.
I don't know
That's
where
true.
that came from, and I don't
That-
want to know.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah, Mike has a thing for dogs.
Yeah.
He kills dogs in video games and just does weird shit to them.
It's weird. We don't have to
It's
talk about it right
bizarre.
here though.
Yeah.
We don't want to be demonetized.
No, Tobias Nexus with a $5. If they don't make a new Star Fox, this will be the third time they skipped one of their original flagship games. Wasn't one on the Wii or Switch.
There's
The problem is Star Fox doesn't sell. I know
That's the
everybody
thing.
loves them, but nobody fucking buys them. That's just the truth of the matter. Nobody buys them.
Nintendo follows the money always. Always. The reason why you're getting Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom games over and over again is because they're selling like hotcakes. The reason why you haven't got F-Zero in forever is because if you look at the history of the sales chart, F-Zero did this. And it's the same thing that you just mentioned with Star Fox. It did this. There is rumor there, the leakers have been pretty spot on. One of the big leaks they've been talking about is Star Fox Adventures. If you remember that game on the GameCube, loved that game. Loved that game. A lot of people hated it when it first came out because they just wanted Star Fox 64 2, basically. But yeah, apparently that game might be either getting remastered or getting a sequel.
It's just like the Metroid games. I love the Metroid games. And Dread's one of my favorite games ever. It sold like 3 million copies.
It's niche.
It's very niche. People seem to think that Metroid is like this mega franchise. It's just not.
It's just a very passionate but smaller fan base. Yeah.
Yeah.
Niche.
Yep.
I'm looking at this Pokemon Legends Z to A that's releasing this year. There's no official release date from the Pokemon Company. I have a strong feeling this is going to be a launch title for the Switch 2.
Yeah.
I think it will be.
Probably so.
Especially since if the Switch 2 comes out summer or holiday season, I think that Pokemon Legends will be a launch title.
Somebody says Metroid 3 million for Metroid is really good. It is. It's the best-selling Metroid of all time. That's the point. Like, like Splatoon sells like 10, 15 million copies.
And Breath of the Wild, I think,
Breath of the Wild's like
between
20
35.
Yeah.
No, Breath of the Wild at this point is up to like 35 to 40 million. It's something crazy. Tears of the Kingdom is right around like 20 million or just short.
It's insane how many these games sell, but it is what it is. So.
Honey Badger with a $5. Jeremy, your trolling of Beardo is dumb. Here's my money. Oh, thank you, Honey Badger.
Well, that's no way to discourage it. Here, Jeremy, that's dumb. Here's money for it.
William with a $5. Summer release allows them to release holiday bundles in the fall. Yeah. Yep.
It's true.
Yep. Didn't Metroid Dread sell 5 million? I don't think so. I think around 3 million was the last sales information I remember.
A lot of that stuff changes over time, because I mean, 3 million was like, I feel like that was within the first 6 months. So who knows if it's had the legs to get higher, but either way, it's niche. Give it 5 million, give it 8 million. I don't care. It's still relatively niche compared to the Pokemons, Animal Crossings, Marios, and Zeldas.
Yep.
A. Marcellus with a 5. The New York, Dallas, and Los Angeles Nintendo stores are holding events in April. Registration starts tomorrow.
Really?
Ooh, I'm glad you said that.
Really?
See you in Dallas. See you in Dallas.
Yeah. Really?
There you go.
Look at that. I haven't heard anything about that yet.
Taker with a $2. Nintendo president on leaks. Oh, good for you.
Let's see here.
Yeah. Somebody's losing their entire family over those leaks. Fear the Tardo with a $5. Hi, Deltoid. Tardo hope like Tinelbow Switch 2 when come out. Lock it in, yay. Thank you, Tardo.
If somebody can tag me in a story that if somebody could tag me in anything that where they're talking about that, that'll be interesting. We'll
come to Texas, Jeremy.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll be in Dallas for that. We'll make it happen.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
Well, in April, that's gonna be around Vegas.
Yeah. Let's see.
So, Lance with a $5. I never buy a console at launch, but if we get a new Mario baseball game announced, I'll be in line at midnight.
Let's go.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get it at launch.
Chris's tweet. Mentally,
I saw this. I saw
that. I mean, honestly, I would totally eat there. Like, that looks super cool. So it looks awesome.
Okay. I don't want you to have to bring the trailer back up not the trailer, I guess, just like the little sneak peek at Mario Kart. But you see the boosts on the ground are much larger.
Let's see here. So what are we looking at?
The boost on the ground. So, no, it's like blink and you'll miss it. You have to play it. So there might be some truth. What I'm getting at here is there might be some truth to the 24-person lobby, because if the boost is larger on the ground, they're doing that so that more players at the same time can hit the boost instead of like being over too crowded.
Yeah,
and people are going to miss the boost. They made it larger for the larger lobbies. It's coming up soon.
And then people are right, too.
Right
there. Just look at the width of the track itself.
Yeah.
And then think about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. How many tracks from side to side are that wide? There's a few, maybe like that Toad Circuit one we always play at.
Yeah.
But there's not many that are that wide. And
so
it looks like it's ratioed in such a way where they want a lot of people playing.
And that's what I'm thinking about this boost. They made the boost on the ground.
Point. Yeah, that's a very good point. That's with it being that wide of a boost, that 100% lends to the idea that there's probably going to be 24 players on this track, which is it is amazing 24-player Mario Kart is going to be fucking wild. Could you imagine the power-ups they're going to add to this fucking game? Because they're going to want number 24 to be able to get all the way back to the front.
Yeah.
All right? So it's going to be... fuck. It's going to be a blessing and a curse.
The bullet bill is going to be nuts.
Oh, man.
I'm a little bit nervous, though, too, because, man, that's going to change up the game, like fundamentally change up the game so much. Because imagine playing, you know, with a smaller party, just like a regular size 12-person party. Now tracks are gigantic. Like precision driving is not going to be as big of a deal. You know, I mean, it will be, I guess, because your lines are still going to be important. But, you know, like hitting obstacles and stuff when you've got this big open.
Me and you are gonna be mad as hell playing this game, dude. It's gonna
running lap 1 and 2 and finishing in 23rd. Yeah, I'll be mad.
Well, and then also think about this: the amount of items in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That how many items are one person is only allowed to have at a time. Now, if you have a 24-person lobby, some of those items, like the ghost. Like, I believe only one person on the match can have a ghost at a time. Same thing with the lightning bolt. The lightning bolt's going to be a little bit more difficult because when you use it, everybody loses their items. But there's going to be items that are just for one person that they might have to change that. Yeah. If you have a bigger lobby.
Man, this is going to be it's going to be chaos. So that's a good point about the boosts, though. So we still have to talk Elon and Asmongold. And so Johnny's only going to be here for a little bit longer. So
yeah, I mean, I should probably take my leave with topics changing. I'm gonna go be on side scrollers, which will go live right as you guys are ending. So yeah.
But you can go ahead and bounce now if you need to. So
all right, thanks guys.
But, hey Johnny, good to see you here, man. And we're gonna see you this Wednesday, I guess, for Mario Kart.
Can't wait to kick your ass on Wednesday. Later, guys.
That's right, man. All right, man. Have a good one. All right, so good to have Johnny here. Okay, we got to talk. So, do you know anything about this Asmongold story?
I know nothing about it other than a few days ago, Asmongold was calling out Elon for faking his rank in a certain game. I forget what game it was.
Path of Exile 2.
Path of Exile, where Asmongold accused Elon of sharing his account and having other people play on his account to help rank him up worldwide. In the worldwide ranks.
So Elon Musk last night essentially responded to this, and this is a weird situation that does not make Elon look good at all. There's people that are going to try to justify Elon's behavior, and I'm sorry, I'm seeing nothing that will lend any decency to his response. So this guy uploads this video.
Yeah, but it's like if a game is really like super hard, it kind of forces you to concentrate.
I have a recording in DMs with Elon Musk that might shed some light in the situation.
There's no way he played that account. Like, I'm sorry. I think he bought the account or somebody played it for him. 100%.
I just want you guys to understand, this is one of the highest level hardcore characters in the game. He would have played thousands of maps at this point.
Just ran past Kazobs. He just ran past the Kazob.
Now, what I think is even funnier about this is that it obviously calls into question him playing Diablo 4. D4 was so fucking easy. People couldn't even tell. They're like, yeah, is this like a random noob or is this the best player in the world? Like, I don't know. I mean,
in some strange turn of events in the weirdest timeline imaginable, a poor trailer park boy, that's me by the way, ended up playing Diablo 4 with the richest man alive, Elon Musk. As fate would have it, I made a terrible video about a terrible build, and it was an instant hit. I was a part of an elite squad who exclusively played Druid. Not just because we hated ourselves, but also because Rax showed us that if we worked hard enough, we could deal 17 damage someday. And one of those Chads was the man himself, Elon Keanu Reeves Musk. Okay, Google actually says that his middle name is Reeve, but they're both beyond reproach, so it's basically the same thing, right? Right?
you're breathtaking.
I don't know how to break this to you guys, but Elon Musk is a fucking nerd. Yes, I know it's hard to believe that a guy who builds rockets and jumps like this might be a sweaty gamer. But I'll let you listen to our conversation and decide for yourself.
It's not a super long-term career being a pro gamer. I was semi-pro back.
So essentially, this guy uploads this video basically trying to say, I can confirm that Elon's legit. That's fine. Okay, cool. I said in my video, while it is hard to believe that Elon may be this, unbelievable gamer, based on the fact that he's running all these companies and he's doing all these things. He's also autistic and he got Asperger's. It's not that crazy to believe this guy flying around all over the world in his private jet with a constant internet connection who can autistically focus in on something, maybe this unbelievable gamer. Fair enough, whatever. The problem is he responds to this and he says, Asmon behaves like a maverick, independent, but in reality has to ask his boss for permission before he can do anything. He is not his own man. Now, Elon's approach to this is he's essentially trying to say that Asmon isn't in control of his own channel. He has other people running it for him, trying to counter what Asmon said about Elon. Elon then drops DMs between him and Asmongold, which is a bullshit move, terrible move, horrible fucking move.
Well, unless you have permission.
If you have permission, that's
unless
fine.
You have permission,
but I don't think he had permission.
Correct.
So
correct.
Right here, this is Asmon saying, I'm going to see if my editors might want to make a second account for it then. Elon says, sure. Who are these mysterious editors? And then he says the two guys, they basically run the entire YouTube account. So basically any content I post is edited and uploaded by them, and they just get a cut of the ad rev. It's a super good system. To be honest, almost everyone on YouTube does it. Okay. That is not a bad thing. Elon is trying to make this sound like Asmongold doesn't run his own channel. Asmongold runs live streams every day, and then he pays people to clip out moments from his live stream and upload them to his clips channel.
We all do that.
YouTube. Every fucking body does that. Everybody does that. This is not a gotcha. This is a terrible move from Elon Musk. I'm still sick, sorry. But you got a community note here. Asmon streams to Twitch, then allows his editors to cut and edit his content to create short-form content on YouTube. He talks about it openly. Everybody does.
Yeah,
So
this isn't a gotcha.
This is not a gotcha at all. Elon has been ratioed on this. Talk for a minute.
Talking Elon Musk, path of exile.
I had to clear my throat. I'm sorry. I'm still sick. Anyway. So Elon continues to talking path of
You're on a roll, man. I don't know. I agree with everything you're saying.
But so Elon right here, like, I don't know what he's trying to do, but guess what? Now, apparently, Asmongold's verification has disappeared through all of this.
Damn.
His blue check mark's gone.
Damn.
What is Elon doing? I don't get it. Now, the only thing that happens is like Asmongold, like if you change your profile picture, your check mark disappears for a brief period of time. He didn't change his profile picture from what I can tell. I don't think you as a user can take away your blue check mark anymore. Even if you cancel premium, I think it still has to run its course, you know, like for the remaining pay period or whatever, because you can't hide your blue check mark anymore. They did give you the ability to hide blue check marks, but I don't think that's the case at all. So you got Elon dropping DMs, which is bullshit, and apparently he's removing Asmongold's check mark. This is insane. His check mark is back now. Okay, his check mark. Somebody in the chat said it. Let me see. Let me confirm that really quick. Asmongold. Okay, it is back. So his check mark is back. There it is. So there you go. But where did it go? Why was it gone? It disappeared as soon as Elon responded to him. This is terrible. And then he's trying to build the case like, oh, he's not his own man because he has to check with his bosses. What are you talking about, Elon? Asmongold is one of the biggest streamers in the world. He then has editors who get a fuck ton of money to be able to, they watch his streams autistically, clip him out. People do the same thing for me. People do the same thing for you. This is the YouTube ecosphere. This is what people do. All because he's like, I don't get it, man. This is a weird situation that does not make Elon look good at all, in my opinion. What do you think about all that? You're learning about all this for the first time just now.
Yeah, I mean, definitely an L from Elon for trying to screenshot DMs as like a gotcha to Asmongold, which it absolutely is not a gotcha. What's concerning is they're removing the blue checks, because he's done that in the past couple of weeks with people, you know, being anti-Semitic on Twitter, and he's saying, free speech isn't paid speech when he was talking about the Fresh and Fit guys and removing their check mark. And I think that those guys got it back as well, if I'm not mistaken. I could be. But it seems like Elon is maybe on a little bit of a power trip.
Yeah. I think
Could
he's
be.
just I think that it's hard to say because he is right there with Trump as the most famous person on the planet.
Yeah, he's under a microscope. Everything he does.
Every single
Every-
move he makes,
yes.
every decision, every single thing. And I understand that, but it doesn't justify this type of behavior, man. Like this is
I
not
do think it's funny. I do think it's a little funny that Elon got this upset over a streamer calling out whether he's a professional gamer or not. And he's like, fuck you, you piece of shit. I'm taking away your blue check mark because you said I'm not a real gamer. That's so fucking funny to me.
it's so
I'm not saying what
petty.
Elon did was right. I just think it's funny.
It's so fucking petty, dude. It's so petty.
It is.
It's so bad. But I think that this is a really bad look for him. And I don't think there's any justification whatsoever. I think you're going to see a lot of people that won't call this out either because they don't want to call out Elon. But
100%. Yeah.
Elon 100% deserves to be called out for this. There's no justification, in my opinion, at all. And this is a really bad look. So I'm sure Asmon's going to make a video about it. I'm sure it's going to be a very entertaining video. He'll probably react live on the stream, and we'll get more details from him to hear his side of the story.
To play devil's advocate, do you think that after Elon did this, Asmongold was like, fuck you, like I'm leaving Twitter, or take away my blue check mark, I don't want to pay anymore, like I canceled my Twitter premium or whatever, I don't want my check mark anymore. And then Elon's like, yeah, no worries, buddy, I'll fast track that for you, and took it away. And then Asmongold's like, no, dude, like it's not that serious, man. It's just
I don't think so.
whatever.
I don't think Asmon. And again, I'm
just playing devil's advocate.
100%. I don't think that Asmongold, that doesn't sound like something he would do. He seems like a pretty level-headed guy. I don't watch his streams, so I do watch his videos in the Clips channel, but I don't watch his streams. But he seems like a pretty level-headed dude who wouldn't react like that. And even if, hypothetically, what you were saying was true, it's still petty from Elon. If he did that, it's still super petty. And it's just like, is that really worth your time to worry about what some streamer that hasn't bathed in a fucking month thinks? You know what I mean? It's just really strange. And so I don't think there's any, based on the information we have available to us, because I don't think I can take away my own blue check mark at this point in time. I don't. I think that there was once upon a time on Twitter where you could hide it if you wanted to, but I don't think you can do that anymore. So I think this is a horrifically bad look for Elon, and I guess we'll see. It's gonna be interesting to hear what Asmongold has to say about it. But Asmongold just continuing to level up, dude. Asmongold has become the new PewDiePie.
Yeah,
that's who he is.
Like
he's the new PewDiePie. Every video he uploads gets like millions of views. He's the most talked about guy online. He's at the center of all of these controversies that he didn't even necessarily try to get involved in. He's the new PewDiePie.
Yeah, man. Sometimes getting canceled works in your favor.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, I personally don't like, I'm not the biggest I don't know how to look at this. Like, I feel like Asmongold, I don't feel like he's as genuine in his takes as it seems like he is. I feel like he's very good at figuring out which way the wind blows. By the way, when I say he's, I see a lot of people going, no, he's not. No, I don't mean like Pewds is the king of YouTube. All right. I'm saying from a optic standpoint, the way people are treating Asmongold, name another streamer that gets treated like this. I'm saying he's the target for all of these mentally ill fucking weirdos that are confused about what gender they are, and that this is their target. It's Asmon is their target, and he ends up in all of these controversies now. That's what I mean by he's the new PewDiePie. Not that he's the king of YouTube. I didn't mean it like that. Pewds is the king, always will be. But anyway, Linko Kenobi with $100.
Whoa! Linko with a $100. What's up, guys? I finished beating Indiana Jones in the Great Circle during my stream. I did an 8-hour stream with 22 viewers.
Woo.
I'm less than 100 hours away from finishing my watch hours, but I still need 130 subs. That's my update so far. See y'all in MegaCon. Hail the 199.
Hell.
Shout out to Linko Kenobi, Delta
Putting in the
Entertainment
work,
on
man.
yeah, grinding, man.
Putting in the
Grinding.
work.
Shout out Linko, man. Thank you for the 100.
And MegaCon is happening. The meetup is happening. We're gonna be at the Rippaverse booth. Still working on the panel, but we will have merch, new hats, new IDOT shirts. It's gonna be awesome. I cannot wait.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I think Elon is he's on a little bit of a power trip here, and he needs to cool it down a little bit. It's not looking good.
No, it's not. All right, let's continue on.
With super chats?
Yeah.
Okay, let me knock out some of these larger ones real quick. Paper Liger with a $10. As a Poe player, Elon played like a total noob in that stream, passed multiple bosses tough as hell. Well, maybe it was just an off day. Thank you, Paper Liger, for the $10. I don't know. I know nothing about that game. Andre CR with a 5,000! Poe 2 is not normie friendly. You got to have a lot of free time to do all of the calculations on your build or follow a guide. It took me 160 hours to reach level 80 on 2 tunes before I started to struggle. You just sound like a pro. Shadow Sam with
Asmon, it looks like Asmon just retweeted Elon.
Oh, okay.
Leaking my DMs is one thing, but this is absolutely uncalled for. Hang on, let's see. So I'm on hundreds of streams on YouTube, Twitch, playing live with the world's best players. Oh God, he's responding to Ian Miles Chong. So he just said, so Asmon's kind of like, I think he's having fun with it, like, because he says that he's good at commentary, making fun of people. He is not good at video games. So Asmon, yeah, still, man, Asmongold's crushing him right now. He's crushing him. That was 25 minutes ago. He responded to him. So, see, I don't even follow Asmongold on Twitter, do I? No. Look, this dude's about to be at 1 million. I'll help him get to 1 million. There you go. All right, there you go, Asmon. I'll help you. I'll help a little guy out right there.
I'll help a stinky little guy out. Shadow saying with a $10, what's a Nintendo game you would bring back for the Switch 2? It has to be a game that hasn't had a sequel in 20 years. Let's go old school.
Holy shit. In 20 years? How long ago did the GameCube release?
Early 2000s. So yeah, we're just about at 20 years. What was the GameCube? 02, 03?
Yeah.
GameCube was 01.
I would love a new Wave Race game, but I don't know if Wave Race Blue Storm is the last one I remember, and that was on GameCube. I love the Wave Race games because you had Wave Race 64 on the Nintendo 64, then you had Wave Race Blue Storm. I would love an updated Wave Race game. Those games were amazing. A lot of Tecmo Bowl, Pilot Wings, Arch Rivals. Arch Rivals was so cool back in the day. Yeah,
okay,
Wave Race.
I have one.
Wave Race is awesome, though.
This might be cheating a little bit because we've gotten several Mario games, but I want a sequel to Super Mario Sunshine. Sunshine 2.
Yeah, I feel like that's
It's cheating a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you've got.
But it's a sequel. It's a direct sequel. It's a game that hasn't had a sequel in 20 years. Let's go old school. Yes.
Most Mario games don't have direct sequels. Mario Galaxy is one of the few. Like, you have Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, but like most Mario mainline games after, I guess, 3, like they were like the standalone, like, Mario World, Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy, Galaxy 2, but then you had Super Mario Odyssey. So,
I'd like to see Sunshine get some more love. I really enjoyed Sunshine.
Sunshine's underrated.
Oh, 100% underrated.
Galaxy is the king, though. We need a Super Mario Galaxy 3. That's what we fucking need.
Dude, after Astrobot, how fucking big balls of it would be for Nintendo to be like, oh, Sony has Astrobot? Here's Galaxy 3.
Mm.
Yeah.
Galaxy
Yep.
3 would be insane. It would be insane.
That'd be hype. Thank you, Shadow Saiyan, for the $10. We have Tobias Nexus with another 10. Star Fox Adventures made a lot of furries thanks to the blue furred Vixen Crystal. But yeah, Zero didn't do well because it was a gimmick title, and we do not talk about Command. That was a shit show.
Hey, Krista's losing it. This is all she tweeting.
She's crashing out.
All Nintendo Switch. That's all she just tweeted. That's all she said. Her whole timeline is just Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch 2. That's all she's saying.
So those of us here at Geeks and Gamers, are we all going to be forced to get a Switch 2 off rip?
Yes.
Just so we can stream it?
Yes, and super chats. I may have to buy a few of them for people.
Okay. All right. I'll send you my receipt. Izzy Venezi with a $10. Yesterday I went to the Philharmonic and saw Beardo blowing the thickest flute I have ever seen. I don't play any musical instruments. Beardo, did you know you have to breathe into the flute and not deep throat it? Beardo's fat.
Beardo fat.
Thank you, Izzy, for the $10. Starting from the top, Elite Neo with a $10. Jeremy, define normie friendly. I personally don't see anything wrong with a level playing field where even normies have a shot at winning. I welcome that sort of challenge. It keeps me sharp.
Yeah, I mean, normie friendly is just the whole idea that anybody can pick up the game and beat someone that has years of experience playing the game. That's normie friendly, and Double Dash is not normie friendly. If you walk in, and I'm not like Beardo, for instance, because Beardo obviously plays video games. That's shit talking, but like literally, a fucking grandma can pick up Mario Kart 8 and turn and like basically just finish like in the top 3.
Yeah, maybe on 50cc, but
no.
maybe even
like,
100, but not on 200.
200,
okay, there's a learning curve,
but still, like a person that's just not completely retarded that has just a somewhat understanding of video games that's never played Mario Kart, they could still win at Mario Kart 8 the way that the weapons are designed.
You have to practice and get good at 200cc. I mean, just look at X-Wing. X-Wing fucking sucks at 200cc, and he's just started playing.
He's also gay.
Oh, yeah, and he's got that going for him, too.
So
that's unfortunate. Thank you, Elite Neo, for the $10. Dave Filoni's dog with a 5. I see dicks wherever I look. It's not by choice, though. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you for the $5. Lance Nugget Zackass with a $2. Pentecostal trip, Jeremy.
Pentecostal,
fuck.
I had to tell a story about so when I was younger, when I was in my 20s, I was dating this girl, and you know this as much as I do. When you're dating some chick and she's hot, and you're first dating her, she's asked you if you've ever like went somewhere or done something. Of course I have, because I grew up Southern Baptist.
Okay.
She's like, yes. Oh yeah, you want to go to church with me and my family? I'm like, oh yeah. She goes, well, it's a Pentecostal church, and I'm like,
Pentecostal, yes.
And she's like, you've been to a Pentecostal church, right? I'm like, of course I have.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. She goes, you sure? And I'm like, yeah. Pentecost, of course.
Come on. I've been to a Pentecostal
church. I'm an expert. We go in there, and I'm like, what in the hell is speaking in tongues, running around, putting their hands on each other, screaming, hollering, and I was freaked out.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then like after service, she's like, you lied. You've never been. I'm like, of course I lied.
Yeah.
This is what dudes do. We lie. We want to impress a girl. I
think I've been to a Pentecostal church once, and it was when we moved, and there was just a church right down the street, like 5 minutes away, and it was a Pentecostal church. So we tried it one Sunday, and we walked out. We're like, never again.
No,
never again.
Leave me out of this.
Yeah. Thank you for the $2. Viper Chief's Fedora with a $1.99. Jeremy, Viper Chief uses a mic cover just like that.
Good old Viper Chief.
Good old Viper Chief. He's been MIA a little bit. I'm starting to miss him. Jonathan Bordeo with a 37 months. Rest in peace to Bob Euchre.
Yeah. R.I.P. A legend.
R.I.P. A legend, man.
A legend, man.
Yep. Darth Gavel with a $2. For fuck's sake, hashtag cancel Facebook. Okay.
I mean,
yeah, Facebook is just for old people or people that want to cheat on their husband or wife.
yeah, I don't really
That's
use
pretty much
Facebook.
it.
So
That's what Facebook's for. Thank you for the $2. Jason Yankovic with a $5. Can we get a moment of silence for those who wanted it to be called the Super Switch? It was never going to happen.
it was never going to happen. Mike's just retarded.
Thank you for the $5. Eric K with a 5. Jeremy's mic gives him a protein shot if he strokes it. What? Thanks, Eric K. Eric K, man, you used to be good and you used to be witty. You're losing it, man. You got to pick it back up. Dermy Wormy with a $2. Replace the gay with J. Okay.
Holy crap. IGN just broke huge news. IGN.
IGN?
A new Mario Kart game is seemingly coming to Nintendo Switch 2. This is why IGN is the leader in the industry. How could they have ever broken this news? Wow, that's top tier journalism right there, ladies.
That is wild.
Wow. Good job, IGN. Good job. I mean, that is just incredible. They deserve the Adam Sessler clap right here. Where's it at? Here we go.
Yeah.
Good job, Adam Sessler. He's happy for you guys. That's a man. I like how they put seemingly coming to Nintendo.
Seemingly. No, seemingly coming to the Switch. No, it's going to be on PlayStation. Ben Durant with a $2. The blue cover would be a Smurf penis in his mouth.
Jesus.
Well, damn it. You're right. Fear the Tech Support, we got this one. Thank you, Fear the Tech Support, with a $5. Jeremy the Cyborg with a $2. In Japan, X means bad, negative, or incorrect. We'll see. Well, maybe in Japan it'll be called Mario Kart 10, and then in America it'll be Mario Kart X. I like Mario Kart X better. Thank you, Jeremy the Cyborg, for the $2. The Under Armour Gamer with a 38 months. I was really hoping to see controllers and Joy-Cons with handle ergonomics. It'll be a separate purchase to put on the grips. They really need to sell their own like controller grip attachment for the Joy-Cons.
Here it is. Nintendo Switch 2 hands-on event registration begins very soon. So this is what they were talking about earlier. So Nintendo fans eager to get their hands on Nintendo Switch 2 and likely Mario Kart 9 can sign up for a chance to do so very soon. So this is the events that are taking place in Dallas, LA, and New York. So I'll look into this. So the New York event takes place from April 4th to 6th. The Los Angeles event from April 11th to 13th. And the Dallas event from April 25th to 27th. Only U.S. residents are permitted to apply for a ticket. Blah, 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 blah. So there you go. So, good. Man, so that means Nintendo must be MAGA.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. Nintendo said, nah, fuck that illegal immigration shit. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Look at
Hell
there.
yeah.
Nintendo is MAGA.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. If you're a refugee, get the fuck out. You're not getting a Switch 2. You're not getting a Switch 2. Sir Hat with the $2. Jeremy bought Dave Filoni's old microphone. Yeesh. Thank you for the 2. Mike Hill with a 46 freaking months. Donkey Kong will be redesigned for the new Mario Kart, looking like the movie version. I think that there's going to be different skins for certain characters, not all characters.
Maybe.
Thank you for the 46 months. Dr. Daisuke with a $50. Beardo hasn't had his morning. What? Beardo hasn't had his morning cum shot. That's why he hates on Corey. Hashtag bald brothers forever. Listen, I'm going to go bald one day. It is what it is. Firammer with a $5. Looking forward to the Switch 2. 2025 is going to be a great year for Nintendo gamers as well as Trump supporters. Also, folks, don't buy from scalpers. Yeah.
It's going to be a huge, man, I can't believe we got a Nintendo Switch 2 announcement. We got the inauguration coming up very soon. 2025 is off to a damn good start.
Yeah, man. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. I know we're running late. Do you think that this is going to be like the PlayStation 5 but then again, PlayStation 5 was during COVID. There was a chip shortage. There was with all the with the boats in the Pacific, where the cargo ships where they couldn't dock into the Long Island port. Not Long Island, Long Beach port. Do you think that the Switch 2 is going to be heavily scalped? Not available in stores?
I think that Nintendo always does this artificial idea of like keeping their systems or their stuff where they try to make it look like that there's this insane demand. And sometimes that truly is the case. I mean, Nintendo sells a shit ton of systems and everything and software, but they try to create this narrative that there's this demand. I think Nintendo is going to be very well prepared in terms of the systems, but I do wonder if we're going to have that shortage image that they tend to push out there a lot with their stuff, because they're good at that. Because sorry, I'm dying here, but they're good at creating that for sure. But I don't think it's gonna be like the PlayStation 5 per se, not at all. I don't think so.
I hope not, or Krista's going to be very upset.
Yes.
Mo Zamboni with a $5. In Japan, X Batsu is no or wrong, but stronger. Look at the release of the OG Xbox in Japan. Masterclass is not knowing a prospective market's culture.
That's interesting.
Okay. All right. So Mario Kart 10. Nick Brown, or maybe it'll just be called Mario Kart.
Maybe.
Nick Brown with a $5. In some cultures, dog microphones are highly worshipped. Okay. Courageon with a $35. I can't wait to buy the Switch Horizon on release. Always wanted a Switch, but never had the money till now. Just gonna get it for the Pokemon and Zelda. Well, there you go. Thank you, Courageon, with the $35. Kyle Denson.
Wait, what did you call him?
Courageon?
Courageon?
No, it's Courageon. He's corrected me before. It's Courageon.
Never corrected me.
Right, Courageon?
Never corrected me.
Maybe it is Corrigan. I don't know. Kyle Denson with a $5. Why is Peach wearing a dress on a motorcycle? Also, someone named Ultima has potentially cracked the code of Goomba being playable. Works for King Boo. Yeah, I can see Peach also getting a separate skin for the suit that she wore for the Mario movie during the Mario Kart scene. I can see her getting a separate skin. Steve Frompa with a $5. Solo lost money. Jay Drip Poo. Gary loves Bon Jovi. I think you mean Bon Jovi. And rest in peace, Jeremy. 199 to 2025.
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi. Thank you for the $5. Blue Shell with a 5. Imagine being in first, getting hit with a blue shell, and ending up in 24th. Oh, I can't wait to see these Mario Kart streams.
It's going to be brutal.
That'll be...
Dude, let me get the locals real
something.
Quick. So Grapthar's Hammer says, the question we all want to know with the Nintendo Switch Horizon, Jeremy owes 3PO subs. Will it support Space Invaders X? You never know. Grapthar's Hammer says, RIP to Bob Euchre, such a great announcer and personality. 100%. Journal Duality says, do y'all think they will announce DLC for Tears of the Kingdom? They might. I can see that being potentially something that they do for it. Let's see. Derek PG says MAGA Mike, more like Gag a Mike. B Barrett says Jeremy is used to 23 men all at once. The new Mario Kart will be no problem. And 2025 is going to be a great year starting this Monday. Switch 2 on top of that. Hell yeah. It's going to be awesome. All right. All caught up over there.
Shadow Sam with a 5. We need a super mushroom so we can all say, make me large.
They had that in Mario Kart Wii.
Thank you for the $5. OCDD, what's up? Denise with a $5 says, hey guys, Randy and I will be at WDW end of next month to see it one last time before they destroy it. I'll email Jay the dates in case y'all are free.
Okay, noted.
All right. Thanks, Denise, for the update. Thank you for the $5. Fear the Tardo with another 5. Good job making good point, Beardo. Tardo hope make good point someday. That must be Beardo's Beardo's one higher IQ point at work. Lock it in, yay. Thank you, Tardo, for the $5. Chikara with a $20. Did the dog mic become a bit too excited?
I guess so.
Sure. Nightmare Zero with a 5. Asmon has the roaches in his room edit his videos. Don't let him lie to you. Yeah. Dave Filoni's dog with a $2. Dave's voice cracks after throating Red Rockets too. Jeez. Thank you for the $2. Janie with a 14 months. As changed his picture, which loses your check for 12 to 24 hours. I changed my profile picture like 2 days ago, and I still don't have it.
I don't think he changed his picture.
Yeah, I don't think he did either. Thank you, Janie. Raven Black Sparrow plays with a 14 months update. Triple my subs again this past month. Close to the first milestone of 50, 462 till 500. Keep it up, man.
Hell yeah.
Keep it up. Thank you for the 14 months. JB24 with a $5. Jeremy, I DM'd you on X a funny video about LA Fire DEI. Name on X is same as YouTube. JB24.
Okay, noted.
Thank you for the $5. Sir Hat with the $2. Bring back Jet Moto.
Jet Moto was good.
Crazy Clown Pan with a $2. MCU fan now has to admit that he's a simp. Maybe. Shadow Sane with a $5. Voice Command for Switch 2.
Yeah.
I never played that one. Thank you for the $5. Neil Gaiman with a $5. When are we getting a Geeks and Gamers Scat Caddy? Only the best poo will do. Gross.
Yeah, Beardo.
Why are you looking at me?
Okay.
Like I'm some expert. Mama Pajamas with a $2. Can't you write off a Switch 2 as a business expense?
Yes.
Yes,
indeed. If I was good at running a business.
Garfield Bizarre Adventure with a $5. Shout out to Beardo for an awesome episode of Bro Science yesterday. The Saskas were awesome. Jay was okay. Thank you, Garfield Bizarre Adventure. Yeah, we had a lot of fun yesterday on Bro Science. Thank you for the $5. Mike Hum Smells with a $2. Elon has Asperger's. Beardo has ass bananas. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Macaque with a $5. My grandma was Pentecostal. Yep. She speaks in tongues, and they would have handful of snake waving around in the church. That is bizarre, bro.
Never again.
That is
for
bizarre.
Me.
Never again. Mike C with a $5. All the talk has been around the meetup, but will there be a Geeks and Gamers panel at MegaCon? If so, what day? Guessing Saturday. There's no release schedule yet.
Yeah, I have no confirmation from MegaCon. I'm hoping to get one, but right now we have the meetup locked down, and we'll be there at the Rippaverse booth, but I don't have a panel locked in yet. I'm still working on that.
Thank you for the $5. Astian with a 5. The sign up for a chance to win tickets for a Switch 2 hands-on in Dallas is tomorrow, 2 Central. Also, thanks for Metroid Dread recommendation, Jeremy.
Dread is awesome.
Hail.
Fantastic.
Shadow Sam with a $5. Jeremy, stop copying Beardo's RFK impression.
Yeah, I know.
Cedar Stuff with a $5. They made a slightly better Switch. Where is the old Nintendo magic of new consoles? Even Wii U did something new. I think it's because Nintendo knows that they perfected their mobile handheld while also doing the at-home console into one console. They perfected it. The Switch is perfect.
It's every time we say, like, why do you guys change things so much? Well, like, why would you change something that's nearly perfected? The Wii U was different. Guess what? 13 million copies sold. The biggest failure in Nintendo history. How'd that work out for them? Not too well. So the audience basically told Nintendo, hey, we don't care if you're changing things up and things are unique. The Wii U is the biggest failure in history, and the Switch is the biggest success in Nintendo history. They are not changing the formula because the formula works. This is exactly how businesses should operate moving forward. They shouldn't be changing things up too much. They should make it better, slightly better, but don't break it. And that's exactly what the Switch is.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a perfect design. They nailed it.
Yep.
Lance Snake and Zach asked with a $5. 24-player Mario Kart will be Pete Hegseth's confirmation all over again. Laugh my ass off. Warbreer with a $2. Jeremy's alt account is called Red Rocket Lover. Keep an eye out. Big Worm with a $2. What's up, Big Worm? Grums confirmed Asmon's check was an org change.
So organization change. So
okay.
Okay, there it is. All right, cool. Well, that's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Thank you for the $2. Maybe we were too harsh, but he still leaked you. And Aquaman with a $2 as is playing Marvel Rivals now. I like it, by the way. Oh, good for you.
Yeah, I just don't see it being a game that I can get into, man.
I played it once. I was terrible at it, and I'll probably never play it again because I sucked.
If I'm not a fan of Overwatch. I'm not a fan of those games. So
yeah,
it's not for me, man. Everybody else can play it and love it. That's fine. Not for me.
Izzy with another $5. Panel, what is the best mid-2000s game you ever played? Beardo, I love you, but still Beardo fat. And in capital first, I am drunk.
Mid-2000s game?
It is 12 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? Oh, well, you could be overseas. You're sending in euros? So, you're okay. Mid-2000s game.
What year was Resident Evil 4?
04? 03 or 04? 04?
There you go.
05?
That's the answer right there.
What is the best mid-2000s game you ever played?
Yeah, it's going to be Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is one of the best games ever made. And the GameCube version was the best version. So, yeah, I'm going Resident Evil 4. Are you going to come up with something? Are you going to give me an answer?
I'm going to go Pokemon Emerald.
Okay.
Pokemon Emerald version.
Okay.
I put like 600 hours onto my Pokemon Emerald version. Thank you, Izzy, for the $5. And Linko Kenobi again with another $10. Hey, Jeremy, if the new Mario Kart game is going to have a total of 24 players to play in a race, you can't make any excuses for not making a membership party for that game.
That is 100% true. That is 100% true. Man, it's going to be wild. I can't wait. Switch 2 is here, baby. Well, I mean, it's announced. It's announced.
Huskers with a 109 says Halo. Halo on the Switch. Oh, Halo is your mid-2000s game.
Yeah.
Thank you, Huskers. And Aquaman with a 5. Beardo, if you quit every video game you suck at, you wouldn't play video games ever again. Hey, you watch your freaking mouth, Aquaman. I'm a gamer. Some would say I'm a pro. We're all caught up on YouTube.
And we're at the end of another one, ladies and gentlemen. We got a watch party tonight over on Locals 28 weeks later. That's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys will tune in over there. Also, make sure you have joined us over on Criticless. You can go over there, make yourself an account for free, and movie reviews, TV reviews. Hopefully we can get video games over there in the very near future. You can create your communities over there, create lists and things like that. It's a lot of fun. Beardo, what do you got going on?
Yeah, I'll be there for the watch party tonight on Locals, and then after that, I'll probably go live on my channel playing some Red Dead Redemption 2. We're having a lot of fun over there playing Red Dead. I'm addicted, man. I think I dream about Red Dead while I'm sleeping, man. It's crazy. So yeah, I'll go live playing Red Dead after the Locals watch party, and pretty much about it.
All right. So thank you guys. We got one more super chat that came in.
Yeah. Let's see here. Izzy with another $5. Why is Beardo fat such a good saying? Because it does have nothing directly to do with Beardo. It sounds alpha to say. Beardo fat. Thank you for the $5, Izzy.
And that's it. So I'm looking forward to more Switch 2 conversations, speculation, games leaking, and all that stuff. It's going to be a fun few months. Again, this weekend, I'm going to be live all weekend and into Monday. Geeks Gamers Daily, as it stands right now from Monday, is not happening because I'm going to be live covering inauguration over on my D-Day Cobra channel. So if something crazy happens, we may do it. But as it stands right now, we're not going to do it on Monday. So, but thank you guys so much. Have a great day. We'll see you tonight for the watch party on Locals. We'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone. Say bye, Beardo. Say bye, Beardo. Say bye, Beardo. Say bye, Beardo. Where's Jay?
Adios.